What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. You dig? We got some breaking news coming down the pipeline. It must be apparently true that Danny Garcia and Brandi Rios gonna get it on this fall. Talked about it 2 months ago. Talked about it yesterday. It sounds like the deal is coming close. Garcia was actually in an interview I dropped on the Boxing Clinic Facebook page. Go check it out. Last week, check out the whole page. And he didn't duck the Rios question. Said it'd be a solid fight. So that's look like it's about to happen unless something, goes awry or bad. It was one of those fighters and injured or whatever. Hopefully, it's not true, but I don't give a fuck if Danny Garcia got injured because he's a punani. He blatantly ducked Shawn Porter to be the interim title holder until Keith Thurman came back for the WBC. Now Shawn Porter has moved on and didn't try to fight Lamont Peterson. I don't know if Lamont Peterson would have wanted that fight or whatever he's doing. He's one of the most inactive guys in the sport of boxing now. Says he only won four or five more fights left. Then he's out the game. And that rate, he might be doing one fight a year, if that. So Shawn Porter is taking on Adrian Granados, former Adrian Broner opponent, who was supposed to fight Adrian Broner at 140, moved up to 147 and took on Broner. It's a good. I like the fight. Personally, both guys gonna be banging on the inside. Unlike a lot of Shawn Porter opponents, including Adrian Broner and Andre Berto, I think Granados thrives, fighting on the inside and fighting that tough, grimy fight. I think he's going to be able to handle it better than Berto and Broner did, in my opinion. Not mean he's going to have a better performance. I think it's going to be a nice mesh of styles. That's what I mean. It's going to mesh nicely. He still might get stopped. But Shawn Porter isn't the biggest puncher. I rate him a good B puncher at welterweight division. Granados is longer, taller. Hopefully he doesn't come out trying to box. But if he does, I think he's going to end up mixing it up on the inside. So this is going to be on the November 4th Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz card. And the card looking fantastic, man. Big Baby Miller fell off the card and went over to HBO versus some guy. I don't even know who the fuck it is. He fighting on the Danny Jacobs, Luis Ortiz card. Lipinets is fighting for the vacant IBF junior welterweight title vacated by Terrence Crawford, versus some dude from Japan. That should be a good fight. A lot of you guys haven't seen Lipinets and was wondering why is he, kind of talking shit about Crawford. He's a solid fighter. He's not your conventional Russian or European, wherever the fuck you from. No disrespect though, but this fight right here is solid. It's solid. I like it. But at the end of the day, Shawn Porter still ain't trying to mix it with Errol Spence. And, he's basically waiting on Keith Thurman, if y'all can understand that. He feels like he going to get a Keith Thurman rematch. He said ain't nobody else going to fight Keith Thurman before he fight Keith Thurman when Keith Thurman coming back, which is a negative. I believe, and it's just a hypothesis right here, that Danny Garcia will fight Keith Thurman when he comes back. I feel like Keith Thurman, he needs the tune-up, but he knows Garcia can't beat him. So, that's his tune-up right there. It's a high-class tune-up. Hit the ground running Garcia rematch. It makes money. He been spending a lot of money, got married, staying out of the country, paying his bills, and probably over there, breaking bread and spending money on his new wife. So he trying to get her to come over to the United States and get her paperwork together. So he won't be back until that happens. Hopefully it happens sooner than later. But at the end of the day, I think if Keith Thurman get off track for him and it doesn't come back, by the first quarter of the year, I think he should be stripped of the WBC championship and the WBA. Especially if he doesn't come back and fight somebody, got a good reputation. May that be Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter, Lamont Peterson, somebody in that bracket. Because we know he ain't going to fight Errol Spence Bud coming back off of an injury. So, with Porter, he chose his fight. I don't know what was available, but I do know Shawn Porter and Errol Spence. Errol Spence is available. They're trying to mix something up. He was supposed to fight Luis Collazo on Fox. Luis Collazo injured himself and said he injured and can't go. Lamont Peterson apparently don't want to fight until December, January. He's in the running for the fight. He has He has a regular WBA title that kind of would make Errol Spence's Keith Thurman's mandatory. But Granados and Porter, I like that fight, man. I know a lot of people probably shocked. I really do. Because Granados ain't scared to get his hands dirty. He looked pretty good at 147 versus Broner. He took a lot of good shots. I think Broner might have a lot more pop and be a sharper puncher than Shawn Porter. And I think Adrian Broner can conquer Shawn Porter. Adrian Granados can conquer Shawn Porter. I wouldn't bet the house on it, but I think he can. I think with the right game plan, he got a lot of confidence. I'm glad that he didn't lose. he fought Adrian Broner back in February. I'm glad that he didn't do that quick turnaround and fight Terrence Crawford. And what was that? May he fought Felix Diaz, because HBO wanted Granados versus Terrence Crawford in like May out there in New Jersey for Shakur Stevenson's homecoming, but they scrapped all that. Shakur Stevenson ended up fighting on another card. I think it was the Ndongo card. He fought Terrence Crawford and Julius Ndongo card. He did something else. And they wanted Granados to come out there to New Jersey or whatever it was with Crawford. I'm glad that he did not take the opportunity. He made some good money. He going to rest up, come back healthy, and come back to welterweight. Think about it, what people going to poke fun at Shawn Porter at, or look at this funny. It's the simple fact that Granados isn't ranked in any of the top 10s of the 147-pound sanctionable bodies. So, I don't know what the WBC plans is. They wanted to go down and get an interim title, but Porter is the mandatory, so he's fighting outside the top 15, I believe, opponent. Granados isn't even in the top 15 in any sanctioned body class, but you look at it through a glass half full, neither is Amir Khan. And Amir Khan's going to come back and get a solid fight, and if he wins it, he's going to be right in the thick of the top 10. So it's a lot of guys we haven't heard of in that top 15, top 10 range. Trust me, I look at it almost every day. Well, I do look at it every day. And, for Granados, it's time to make a statement. This is a winnable fight for him. It might not be easy, but Shawn Porter can be beat. Granados fights this fight. I think he can get it done, but I would favor Shawn Porter heavily. We gone.